record, and I'm going to turn it over to Em, who is here to talk to us about Handshake.
Thanks, Leslie. Hi, everyone. My name is Em. I am an outreach specialist, employer outreach specialist from the University Career Center. And I am a liaison with the College of Engineering and work with Leslie and Mike to coordinate with employers and support on items such as this. So today we're talking about Handshake, and the idea today is that even if you have never heard of Handshake, when you leave here, you will have a sense of what it looks like, how to get in there, and how you can use it so that it works for you. I'm going to jump right in and share my screen. All right, so introducing Handshake to you. It is a website, essentially a database of jobs, events, a central location, basically like your online career center is a way to think about it. On there are listings of jobs and internships available, posted by employers across the country and the world. And you can have your own profile, which I will show you how to customize that and how to use it to help employers find you. And like I said, there are employers, thousands of employers that are eager to connect with you, and we'll just hop in. So how do we get onto the site? Temple.joinhandshake.com is the direct URL that will take you to the main page. There's a single sign-on. So you get to use, you don't have to create a separate account or anything. If you have your AccessNet email, your TU, etc. ID, that'll be how you log in, and you'll use that same password as well. Another easy way to log on is use the QR code that's up on the screen. I'll leave this up here for a minute if that's how you'd like to get it. That'll take you right to that link. There's also an app on I believe Android and iPhone. So you can only do some things on the actual desktop site. So I wouldn't recommend maybe building your profile on the app, but if you know that you spend a lot of time on your phone and you want to scroll for jobs, between classes or something, the app can be really accessible for that. All right. So let me pull up Handshake and we'll get in there and see what we can offer. All right, so you used your single sign-on, your AccessNet ID, and you've logged on to Handshake. This is the page that you will see immediately. And as you can see, right at the top is sort of this menu of directions that you can go and all the different things that it offers. The first place that I want to go is just taking a look at what this home screen looks like. So first things first, you see that there are jobs listed for you based on a lot of different things. The more information you put in, and again, I'll show you how to do that on your profile and on the career interest page, the more information you put in, the more you will get suggestions tailored to your interests based on things that on jobs that you've clicked on in the past, what's popular in your major. I believe at this point, my fixed student profile is a biology major. So you can see that a lot of recommendations are based on that. Some items from the Career Center that you might want to take a look at to help you with things like interviews. These are jobs expiring soon, so you want to apply before you get them. And even internships are all listed on that main page. So even if you just log on, you'll have a bunch of recommendations for you right there. How do I actively look for jobs that I want? Great question. You go ahead and you can click on jobs right there in the tab or in the top right corner, and it'll take you to this main page. The number one thing on this main page that you're going to want to do to find a job that suits you is click on filters and begin to fill out this information. Keyword searches are going to be less helpful on this site than going into the filters and being particular about some of these items. You can choose if you want, as you can see, the job type. Are you specifically looking for an internship? Are you looking for something that is full-time, part-time, etc.? The more general that you're able to be, the more you'll get to see. The more specific you are, obviously the more catered things will be to what you're looking for at the time. And that'll all depend on your journey, where you are in school. If you're maybe earlier in your professional career, you want to see what's just out there, I would leave it more open. If you're a senior, even a junior later on, and you're really looking for something specific, be specific, because you'll get the tailored information. In terms of specifying what kind of position you're looking for, this is probably one of the most, this is one of two of the most helpful ways to do it. Job role. So you can see things I've searched in the past based on my student profile, fake student profile as a biologist. For our engineering folks, so they don't have a whole list out, which I think that there's some room for improvement there, and we've given feedback to Handshake. But if you even just put in the first 3 letters of engineering, you can see that there is a plethora of specific options for you to put in for the kinds of job roles you're looking for. You can click on multiple. So when I click on that, it'll add it. You can put as many as you want, and you can see there's 148 jobs so far that, based on the filters I've selected, are able for me to view. So now that I added full-time, it's down to 110. So I could show the results now and see based off those filters, or I could keep going. Again, if you're able to, if you know more specifically, put in more specifically. You could even go in and look for jobs at a specific employer, et cetera, et cetera. You can see here, one of the other important things I think is especially valuable for you to expedite the process of looking at employers that can support you. If you need a work authorization, I would absolutely edit the search based on that information here, so that you're honoring your own time and working with folks who are going to.
Hey everyone, I assume that M's internet cut off, so let's give them a moment to come back to wrap up and take any questions. In the meantime, do people have questions that myself or Katie Snap, who's also here from the Career Center, can answer?
I don't have any questions. I was just I created my account like a week ago, and I'm just trying to figure it out.
Okay. Anything in particular that's like troubling you right now with the account?
No, I think I'll be able to pinpoint it more after this session's over. I was planning
Yeah.
on going to
All right.
all the engineering events. So I can
Great.
get an internship this semester.
Yes, or for the summertime rather.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No worries. Internet stuff happens. If you want to just hop back in, we're all good.
Okay, so all right. So I was talking about saving your search. That'll make it easy. You can, not only will you not have to necessarily even go in and edit your filters, but you can get notifications, and you can see the different options for that. So weekly, daily, this can really, we know you're busy with a lot of things. The Handshake wants you to use its services. They want you to have that access. Make it as easy for yourself as possible, and get these messages, get this via email, whatever's going to be convenient for you. That's what it's there for. And I really recommend it. I get them even as a faculty with my Stay Fake student profile, so I can see what sort of items are available. So it's also good if you're, if you are early in your career, again, just to take a look, see what's being posted, see what kind of skills student or faculty are looking for. And I'm realizing I may not be sharing my screen. So if Leslie, if you are able to give me back the screen sharing capabilities, that would be great. If you are there, in the meantime, I will continue. Let's see. Oh, I'm good to go. Okay. Great. All right. So, okay. So this is the job search. If you have questions, definitely just unmute yourself and ask, and or hold on to them and ask at a later point. There's a couple more things that I want to just show you, you obviously can go in, just sort of boop around, but there's a couple things that will help you get your profile set up so that your homepage is tailored to you, etc. So that's what I want to do right now. And I want to go to my profile. So the right, you'll have to see your initials or a picture of yourself if you have that in there in the top right corner. And that has everything. This is the most convenient way to navigate this site, I find. Everything from your profile to documents, that's your resume, essentially, maybe a cover letter, applications you've sent out, interviews you have scheduled through the Handshake system. If anyone's reviewed you, and your career interests. We'll start with my profile. Your profile is something that employers can see, and you can, as you can see here, you can check what it looks like for an employer to see your profile. Highly recommend. When you go to a career fair, for example, employers can see your profile. So it's helpful, again, as much detail as possible, as is relevant to you, put it on there. If you have a little blurb about, what you're looking for. Right now I have, something on there about this is what I'm passionate about. This is how I explore those interests. And if I'm specifically looking for an internship, for example, I put that in there. Again, especially helpful for the career fairs, for the employers to see what you have going on. My profile is visible. I'll show you how to set privacy settings in a second. For your resume, you can upload it from here. There's if you scroll to the bottom, there's a section that says documents, and you can see I put in a resume right there, manage documents, and you'll be able to upload directly to there. Add a new document. You'll want to make sure that this is clicked, that it's visible. Again, this is all stuff that for the most part, I imagine, you could go on and learn on your own. But this, I'd say filling out the profile and your career interests that I'm about to show you are two of the most important things, because it is statistically more likely that an employer will interact with you on Handshake, send you a message, or otherwise interact with you if your profile is complete. So if you have a professional looking photo, put that in. And if you have project experience, lab experience, work experience, include all those details. I want to go to career interests. So I would start with my profile, then I go to career interests. Career interests specifically are a great piece of set of information that will, when you look for jobs. So you can see what I've checked off. How can Handshake help me? What am I looking for? What am I considering after graduation, etc. And you could click a lot of different industries, a lot of different jobs and functions. And when you expect to graduate, save my career interests. Again, that information will all be saved to help Handshake help you. So that's what we're really trying to do, is get on there, help Handshake help you, so that it's just automatic. You won't have to think about it again after this, unless you've updated your important so that employers can see your resume on your profile and your profile itself. This is where you put your basic information, and recently they've updated it so that you can enter any gender, any pronouns, and I'll decide who you would like to have those be visible to. This is what I wanted to show you on this privacy page. If it's private, you make sure that it's, my recommendation is to have it set to community. If you set it to employers, you may only be visible to employers that are already connected with Temple University. And although we try to have connections far and wide, there will be some employers who we're not connected with yet. And in that case, I do highly recommend you check community so that everyone can see your profile who you may want to connect with. Again, information about work authorization, it can save you, time and energy to put that in there. Great, so I've saved that. Please, again, stop me if you have questions. I'm just trying to go through the most valuable things here. I do get messages regularly, I would say, and that's, again, based on my career interests. And I'm hoping to go to them. Employers will send out a push of emails to students who have certain industries checked in their career profile or to certain majors. It may not all be relevant to you, but or things you want to go to, but it also very well could be. And right here you have an employer messaging you. It's a great way to start a relationship with most likely a recruiter who's sending out these messages. All right. The last thing I'd like to do sort of formally is go back and highlight that a couple things. Career Center, if you click on this, you're able to see what we as the Career Center, the Temple University Career Center can offer. Specifically, I want to point out here, Katie Snap is on this call as well, and another representative from the Career Center, the coach who is a liaison with the College of Engineering. If you click on appointments, you can set up an appointment time to meet with her. Obviously, you schedule a new appointment. Leslie is also a resource for that. But this is where you can go to do that, and Katie is super helpful. So you can take advantage of that. And okay, I get excited in here. So events, I also want to show you events real quick. This is where you will see any events that are happening that are on the Handshake platform. On the Handshake platform, there are events targeted at, they're either made by our university, by employers, or by other universities. The events that are put on that are from our university are going to be accessible or most easily viewed if you have only posted by my school clicked. These are ones that were approved and that Temple knows that you might have an interest in. If you specifically want to see something the University Career Center is putting on, you'll click on that. And you can see all the different options for that. So if you really want to meet with an employer, see what employers are coming to campus virtually, then you'll click on that. Right now, there's none that Temple University is putting on, and there's none apparently. So I must have something else. Oh, because no one's on site. So they're all virtual sessions right now. So don't click employer on site. Click virtual session or networking, most likely. This is also where you can find career fairs. So we know that the engineering career fair is coming up. There's a session to get to know Lockheed Martin with Brian, highly recommend. This one I think might be full, but there's another one on March 16th that will open up a week ahead of time. So this is where you'll go to register for the career fair and get going on that.
Okay, so we have lost M, but what they were going to say is that you can register for the career fair also through Handshake. Student registration hasn't opened quite yet. We open it up 2 weeks exactly before the fair, so I believe that will be tomorrow. We have over 30 companies signed up, so I definitely recommend, even though it's virtual, like I really recommend attending. The students who went in the fall and that were prepared for it did pretty well. Will be hosting 3 career fair prep sessions. So one next Wednesday at 12, same time as this, the following Wednesday at 12, and then also at 5. I see M has popped back in. So M, I just went over the fact that they need to register for the career fair on Handshake and just plugged a couple of the workshops. So I'm going to turn it back to you in case there was anything else to wrap up.
Thank you for stepping in. And not sure why it's so spotty right now, but thank you for your patience. I just wanted to highlight that, I'm in Handshake all the time. And you can honestly, like, if you go in and you find you still have questions, I'm more than happy to answer emails. I just put my email in the chat. I want Handshake to be as barrier free as possible for you all, because there are so many opportunities on there and so many ways to maximize it so that it works for you. So get in there, play around, let me know if you have more questions. And thank you for your time.
Yeah, so we'll just open it up generally if anyone has any questions. Okay, I'm gonna also drop my email just in case like anything pops up last minute. Remember that you can use Handshake to schedule an appointment with me, with Katie Snap at the Career Center, and also with Mike Madera, who's the Director of Career Services at our college. So thank you everyone and Katie Snap has also dropped email in the chat. So thank you everyone for being here with us today. And I hope you have a good day.
Thanks, everyone.